Thank you for tuning in to Cocktails with Landy, a variety podcast with the sole purpose to encourage personal development while we discuss different points of view. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and by the way, don't forget your cocktail. On this episode with Cocktails with Landy, is ghosting our new reality? This episode was brought to you by Balt Vodka. Follow them at Balt Vodka.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of Cocktails with Landy. I have my amazing co-host today, my amazing friends. Listen, you know I hang around bosses.
Okay.
As you know, I told you girls, and guys, you have to be around who you want to be. So, you want to be a boss around yourself like bosses. So today, I have the beautiful and the amazing owners of Missy's Hair Salon. I have Kim and I have Kurls. Let me do a little introduction.
Oh, I'm Kurls, half of Missy's Hair Salon. You guys can follow us on Instagram at Missy Hair Salon. And I also have Tresses by Kurls at Tresses by Kurls for your wigs and bundles, ladies. And I also have Psalms at _ Psalms for your clothing.
Yes, I love it.
I'm Kim, the other half of Missy Hair Salon, and I just do hair. That's just me.
And she does locks.
Oh yes, I do. I love locks. I do have another page called Love Locks by Kim, and you can check my locks there.
Amazing. And again, ladies, they got several businesses. I know a lot of you guys that have the dreads and all that.
We call them locks.
We call them locks, but my people out here, they know what we're trying to. You know what? With that being said, again, ladies, thank you. And guess what, ladies?
What's up?
I have a special announcement.
What is it?
Girl, hot girl coming up, honey.
Okay.
I have a sponsor, honey.
Ooh.
Today's episode is sponsored by Balt Vodka.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not playing with y'all today. We got sponsors on deck, honey.
Okay.
Balt Vodka. And to that, ladies, today's cocktails, and as you guys know, I always start our podcast with a specialty cocktail. And listen, my producer back here is distracting me. I'm so sorry. We have a specialty cocktail, and that cocktail today is called, guess what, ladies?
Ooh, I'm scared to find out what it's
You're a
called.
Casper. Because we ghosting these people. I'm just kidding. I ain't ghosting nobody. So to that, ladies, let's cheers to our episode, honey.
Sorry.
Cheers. Honey. Cheers. And listen, Balt Vodka, I'm going to tag them here. Again, strawberry vodka.
Yes,
I've
it's so
never
good.
seen that.
It's
Strawberry
so
vodka.
So good. And it's so strong.
What is it?
40%.
40%.
That's not 40%. He lying.
No, he lying. It said 80%.
Okay, 80%. Okay, I was about to say
80%.
It's pretty strong.
So,
40%.
Listen, Balt Vodka did not come to play with us
They
today.
did not. They
Let me
did
take
really
a
good.
sip. Because they know I like to get saucy, so they know what time it is. So, on this episode of Cocktail with Ladies, we are discussing ghosting. Mm-hmm. And for you people out there that don't know what ghosting means, let me give you the layman's terms, right? We vibing, we're having a great time.
Yeah.
And listen, we're just having fun, and I'm thinking he's into me or I'm into him, and out of nowhere,
The texts are good.
Texts are good. The conversation is good. Everything is good. Girl, she started early, honey. She just started early. Yes, come through with it, baby. So, with that being said, and then out of nowhere, girl, you just checking the messages and
Nothing.
girl, ghost.
Gone.
Casper, the friendly ghost on us,
He ain't
right?
friendly no more.
Yeah,
Ghost.
exactly. So, ladies, today's episode, I really want to discuss have you guys ghosted anybody? Have you guys ever been ghosted? And why do you feel? I feel like me personally, it's the new norm. I feel like it's a new norm for all of us. So I would like to hear your outlook on that and see. Have you done it? Has it been done to you? Why did you do it? And if it was done to you, how did you guys feel about it? Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I've done some ghosting, and I've been ghosted. So, both sides. Like when the guy ghosted me, like it was like really good. Like we met, we chatted, several dates, hanging out all the time, 24/7. Like can't get enough of each other. And then just one minute out the blue, just like, hey babe, you know, like I'm going to such and such place. You know, I'm gonna be there for a little bit. I'm like, okay, cool. So he gets to such and such place. We're still texting, and then the text just gone.
Wow, out of nowhere.
Just gone out of nowhere, and you just like, are you okay?
Nothing.
Hello. Nothing.
Ghost.
Nothing.
Ghost.
No reasoning, no nothing. Just gone.
So how about yourself?
I have been ghosted, and I have done ghosting. I would say, like, I feel like a lot of people do ghosting because it's just easier to not have to explain what's making them feel uncomfortable with that person, or it's just a way out, easier way out, but it's not really an easy way out. But yeah.
Okay. So for me, ladies, I know y'all trying to hear. I've been on the receiving end on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've done more ghosting than I've been ghosted.
Oh, no.
But
Do it to them.
and I think it's my karma because like the guys because the guys that like, you know, I'm really checking and feeling, and like I said, conversation is good.
Right.
I'm talking about taking us on nice dates, not the cheap dates.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They be spending money.
Exactly. So ladies, let me tell you something. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
If they're spending money.
Really
You know, if they're well, luckily for me, the guys that's ghosted me, they ain't getting none of this. So I'm okay. But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for me, I think the reason why I've ghosted guys in the past is one, I think what this back with what you said, Kim, is like I didn't want to hurt their feelings.
Right. Exactly.
So I was like, dang, you know, he's such a nice guy,
Right.
but he lame though. Like, you know,
And you don't know how to say that.
I don't know how to tell him.
Right.
You know, I don't know how to tell him without hurting
You
his
don't want to hurt
feelings.
his ego or nothing
That-
like
exactly.
that, so you just...
So it's like, you know what? So I tell myself, you know, so he'll text, good morning. I don't say nothing back. You know, I start off, listen, and then I said, he might text good morning, and then I text good evening, because I text all the
All the day.
thinking he's going to forget. And then
No.
boom!
They be
girl,
great. They
full
be
conversation.
great.
Full conversation. So I think, like, in today's society, you know, I don't think it's the right thing to do. And I think it's us not being able to communicate.
Yeah.
So like in your guys' situation, what would you say like when it goes to when you ghosted someone?
Right.
Like what was the situation? What made you do it?
I would say for me, why I ended up ghosting someone is because it's either something that they've done to me that made me feel some type of way, and I just felt like, you know, at this point I'm not gonna deal with you anymore, so I just ended it without saying anything.
And so you hurt that little boyfriend.
He hurt my feelings, so.
I'm sorry. And yourself, Curl?
I'm just a savage.
That girl said she a savage, honey.
You gotta know yourself.
I don't have no reason. It's just like I'm a Cancer, so it's like I'm on and then I'm off, and then once I'm off, it's just you
Can't put it back up.
You just can't start the car back up no more. So I'm just gone. I'm just gone. We don't got
No love, honey girl. Here, straight savagery. So I do have some comments on here. Listen, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit more professional this time. So I'm reading your comments. So listen, share the live. If you guys are interested in the topic, let people know we out here, honey.
Okay, we trying.
I didn't do all this hair and makeup.
Okay,
you know, I love y'all, but you know, support the hustle.
Support the hustle. Okay,
so with that being said, I have someone. Oh my God, guest to the show, Dean. He's gonna join us, by the way.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so this is gonna be good. So he's gonna join us. He said that's why they ghosting you.
Why?
Please elaborate, because we want to know why.
Right, please.
Another one, God_King. He mentioned you broke his heart anyway.
But he broke the heart first. So
yeah,
he's
broke my heart first.
So we need you to elaborate on that too.
Like, come on now.
And Alex, that's my baby. I love her. She says, but some guys deserve it.
Oh, damn.
And Hot Rod, where you come from? Talking about what's the topic? I've been posting the top. Hot Rod, ghosting. Ghosting, honey.
Come on now.
Why you ain't call that girl back a couple years ago? That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
We're talking about that. Why you ghost that girl?
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. I'm just kidding, Hot Rod. Listen. And again, we have another comment that says, Alice says, people that ghost when vibing. So let's talk about that. So, so I think for me, like, I don't know, it makes it very uncomfortable when I see you again. And now I'm speaking on when I've been ghosted.
Okay,
right? So, because I'm thinking we're like in a good situation, we're cool, we're vibing.
Yep.
You're telling me your expectations, I'm telling you my expectations, then boom, out of nowhere. To me, I think this is why I'm trying to stop the ghosting. The Lord is working with me because I've been praying on it. So I've been praying with the fact that, say, like, you know what, I need to stop doing that and communicating, like, yo, if I'm not checking for you, I'm just not checking for you. And maybe I can understand why this individual's, or only been 2 of them, to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and play myself. Honey, I don't get ghosted like that. But what I would say is, like, those 2 individuals, I'm like, I thought it was a very solid situation. We had solid conversation. Yeah. But me personally, looking at it from my perspective, and if I would have to put my perspective out on them, I feel like maybe they were checking for me, but I was maybe too much or overwhelming them, because I think that's happened to me where I'm like, this person is overwhelming me. So I'm like, you know what, like, or the expectation.
Yes,
but I was. Here's what it was. I felt like maybe. How can I say? He probably felt that the expectations I put on him were too heavy. So it's like, yo, like, relax. Like, that's not, but again, that's not what he was saying. So, period. So, back to what you exactly. So, what do you guys
for me, I agree with you. I go back on that. Like, now I don't ghost people, and I don't know, but I prefer now to communicate how I'm feeling or what's going on in the situation, or I'm always questioning, like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Am I bugging you? Do you need me to just stop calling you? Because I can do that. That's not an issue. But I need you to tell me what you need from me as well. So communication is key.
I see a comment here. Somebody said women love bad boys. And that's what bad boys do. So, what do you guys say about that?
I don't agree with that necessarily.
No,
because it depends on the type of bad boy we're talking about.
If it's a man that's being a bad boy, that's different. But if it's a boy trying to be a bad boy, I'm not with that. No.
Listen, I have and I want you to weigh in on that. So, like, what do you feel? And from your perspective, is like, if you've been in that, you said, she said she a savage. So I want to know the level of savagery she on, because people like to say that, and that's not what they really on. So,
so what do you mean, like when I ghost people?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use people from my past. All right, so let's say like I'm feeling you, we vibing, we doing all the like we doing all that. And then you just come out, like, you just come to me left like, oh, BTW, this is, this is a situationship.
Right.
It's a situationship. I'm going to show you what a situationship is. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you right now.
Situationship is for real.
So, goodbye.
So, period.
So, you text me till morning. Wrong number. Okay. I was trying to call you. Oh, you were when? Like last week sometime. Oh, I had you blocked in, so you can just not use this number no more.
Oh, girl, she a real savage.
Yeah, we done like once I press delete,
that's it.
Just hope I don't press block.
Oh,
that's just how it is. Like, I'll delete you, but don't make me block you. Sometimes it'd be straight block, like, and I do that to people too. Like, I don't know. I just
listen, and hold on, I have a comment here. Somebody says sometimes ghosting is a blessing, and then ghosting is not about you, but about them, and that comes from Danya's her 21. I agree with that.
I agree
with that as well.
But I mean, like, if you just if it's gonna be a blessing, can you let me know so then I could really be blessed?
But sometimes
when we just ghost, I don't feel like it's blessing. Now I'm hurt because my feelings was involved.
Oh, right. True. Okay, I agree with that. But at the same time, it's something that you learn, and it's
you do learn. But I mean, like, us as women, like, especially who was really feeling the guy, and then he ghosts, you be in your feelings for a little bit.
You know,
it's like,
it's true.
I didn't have to go through all of this.
All you had to tell me was, hey, I don't want to deal with you no more. I don't want to talk to you
and
no
let's be, and not to cut you off, like, sometimes people feel like ghosting is just in a man-woman relationship, or or a type of, romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been ghosted a lot of friends too.
And
family. Because, again, like, at this point, if anybody that knows me now, I'm protecting my energy.
Okay, exactly.
I'm all about protecting my energy.
Yes.
So if my vibe not rocking with you,
It's not gonna happen.
Honey, Casper. That's the drink, by the way. Okay, so I'm gonna go Casper on you because like you have to protect your energy. So a lot of people fail to realize that aspect about it too. So what I would say to you ladies, like, have you had that situation where you've had to ghost friends and it hasn't been awkward, like coming across them again? Like how has that worked for you guys?
I wouldn't necessarily say friends, but I would say that I have ghosted family members before, and it was a little awkward when we had gathering, because I'm the type of person, if I don't deal with you anymore, I'm not gonna make little conversations with you. It's just
because we're not fake.
I can't do that with you. It's just gonna be. I'll give you the respect to say hi to you, but I'm not going to sit there and have conversations with you and try to see where you're going, where your life is at, what's happening with you. No, it's just hi. Where's the food at?
It's much harder when it's family, because especially when you have family gatherings and they have to come together, so you gotta see that person.
You have to see that person.
But for me, when I ghost family members, it's not even a hello for me. Again, I'm a Cancer, and once I'm done, I'm just done. It's just oh, you over there, I'm over here, and I'm gonna pretend I didn't see you over there, and I'm just gonna keep going about my day. So that's how it is too with friends too. It's just like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah. Again, going back to protecting your energy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on some comments, and that dude Dean, the Dean podcast. Remember him from my first episode? A lot of y'all loved him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be joining us shortly. I'm not sure if you requested us on live yet, so let me know, Dean, when you're ready, so we can have you join. We have some comments, ladies. So, ladies, I have Tasha_Fletch. Says, sometimes you just need a break from a person. You can love them from a distance. I'm all for protecting my energy, which I definitely agree with.
Yeah,
right?
I agree with Tasha.
We also have the real Sandra Love.
Okay, hey Sandra.
Yeah, my friend. I said, I've done a lot of ghosting.
Okay,
but I have been ghosted on, but I think it's because I was too honest. But they have come back and regret ghosting. Have you ever regret ghosting someone? That's an amazing question.
Yes.
I would say for me, and I'll let you guys chime in on that. Like, I feel like there's guys that could have been my husband, because but again, at that time, I don't think I was mature enough to understand that. So I think we have that dude Dean, he's joining us. So hold on, Dean. We're gonna have you. We see you for real. We finna have you joining. But I would definitely say that I have regretted that in the past. But we do have we're gonna go back to that because I really want you guys on that. Okay. So look, we got that dude Dean with us. We got to with that alpha.
How y'all ladies doing?
That alpha episode, honey. He had a lot of us.
Had a lot of us twisted. Okay.
So, Dean, you gotta have your drink when you with us now. What are you drinking?
Give me a second.
Okay. All right, so tell me, what do you think? I can't hear him. Hold on. Is he told me to hold?
Yeah.
Okay. So he has me on hold. He's still gonna get his drink because listen, don't join the podcast if you ain't got no drink with you. We need you with the drink.
Yes.
Okay, we need you saucy. So I guess while he's going to get that drink, what do you think about that?
I would say that it's been the opposite because I feel like when I've been ghosted, they've actually regretted it and they're actually DMing me saying like, hey, I regret what I did. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm doing, and it's like it's too late now. It's over and done with. But people that the other way around for me, I haven't regretted it. I felt like that was a blessing in disguise for me when I've been ghosted by someone else. So,
it's crazy to me like how they ghost you and then they come back like nothing happened. Like, hey, can I take you to dinner?
How's your day? How's your mom? Go ahead, my damn mom.
How's your kids?
And it's been like 3 years.
Okay, 4 years. Not even months, years. Not coming back. No,
come back because they come back because they.
Let's see what you're drinking on, friend. Let's see what you're drinking on.
You
My
see
bad.
that here right up. Okay. Let me get a shot.
Yeah.
Except forget y'all 80%.
Oh, there you go for you. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
They come back because they done talking to the other girl they was messing with.
Right.
Wow.
So
that makes sense.
they recycle you back in.
Oh,
Okay.
they ain't recycle. Ain't no recycling over here.
I know we don't want to be recycled, but that's exactly what's happening. When you meet, when you talking to somebody, you have to be talking to multiple people, right? And when you're talking to multiple people, like you might have said something that was getting on my nerve, so I'm gonna leave you in the corner until I get tired of this girl, and then I'm gonna come back to you. That's how it works. That's why ghosting is important, because
why is it important?
Yeah, it is important.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Again, if you just said you was a savage. So when I'm saying,
I did, but ghosting should not be important though. It shouldn't be important. Like if it happens, it happens. But it shouldn't be like the thing that you must do.
I'm gonna tell you why it's important, because if I come to you face to face, right, and tell you, hey, I don't think it's working out, I don't like this, blah blah blah, we go our separate ways. Mm-hmm. When I try to come back and pick you up, you know what I'm saying? The garbage truck going this side and they come back the other side, right? So once I'm coming to pick you back up, you're gonna bring up the fact that I said, oh, I don't think we should work out, and it's gonna be harder for me to get you back. But if I ghost you, I can come back with an excuse. I can be like, I was in the hospital. Wow. I can be like, my phone fell in the water. But if I break up to you in your face, you get what I'm saying? If I break up to you in your face, I can't come back to you.
Was honest enough to tell me that, hey, you know what? I don't think this is working out right now. This is what's bothering me. That's what's bothering me, and we went our separate ways. We came back around and we tried it again because it went off on a good note instead of burning the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, like when you ghost, for me, there is no that. Like you burn that bridge, like
I find it.
There ain't no boat that's gonna get you across. You just can't get you across. Nothing's gonna get you across. Like,
but I want to share this, Dee. Since you're talking about you done did all the ghosting, have you ever been ghosted? And how did that feel?
Yes. How did that make you feel?
Have I ever been ghosted?
Yes, correct.
I have, but because I didn't see no future. But I didn't see no future with her, so it didn't matter.
Wow.
See, like this is what I'm saying.
There's no future with that person when they ghost us, so there's no way for them to come back and recycle. Right. That's just it.
This is what I'm saying. If he does it right, he's not gonna. Listen, I'm gonna tell. Listen, if he does it right, meaning if you ghosted, that's another important thing. You just can't ghost. You gotta be careful how you ghost. So the good time to ghost is when you at the top, the peak. So when she's all like, "Oh, I'm feeling this dude. This the right dude. He's doing the right thing." That's when you ghost. Because when I come back with my excuse, you're gonna be like, you're gonna think about good times. You're gonna be like, well, he took me to that fancy restaurant. I remember when we did this. You think about the good times. When I tell you my phone fell in the water, you're gonna be like, but we did have fun. You get what I'm saying? You can't go. You can't go to the week.
I think that works for the week. Because if you have a strong woman like one of us on the couch and you go like that,
because
there ain't no comeback.
Your phone fell in the water, but guess what? There's Instagram,
there's
Facebook, there's Snapchat. You can reach me.
WhatsApp.
No.
Okay. But that's what I lost all my contacts. But that's what I'm saying. I lost. So what if I'm in the hospital? I can't be in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Hospital phone.
But I lost my phone. My phone fell in the water and I was in the hospital.
Yes, 3, 4, 5 years. You in the hospital. So you must have been in the coma.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This happened to me about a year ago. Let me show you my. This is the one guy that the one out of the two that ghosted me.
That sauce you. I got you.
Ever. So I kind of felt like, man, y'all couldn't tell me he was going to be mine. Like, there's no one that could tell me. Like, the conversations we had, the trips we took, the met the family. I'm like, oh, he's a good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He
damn.
goes you at the good time.
You see, no. Oh.
He goes you at the peak. He goes you at the good time. He goes you with.
Listen, he ghosted me. He came back like, where were you? And then that's the excuse he used. He was at the hospital.
He was in the hospital.
He was in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
People get sick.
So hold on.
People get sick.
My question is, did it work?
Yeah, did it work? It did.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Cause he left at the peak.
Was good. That's how to understand.
That's the only thing that will make it come back around.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I had to reconsider.
I ain't gonna lie.
But outside of that,
that's why I said, what kind of bad boys?
That's
because there's some bad boys that just said yes. I agree.
So what were you saying, Dean? I'm sorry.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you gotta ghost them at the peak of that relationship, meaning you can't just talk and have love. Good morning, beautiful. You can't just say good morning, beautiful. How your day doing? You got to put in that work. Mind you, not if I'm ghosting you and if I'm trying to recycle you back. If I'm not trying to recycle you, it don't matter when I ghost you. But if I'm trying to keep you in the recycling bin, I got to salt you at the peak. So meaning I got to put in the work. So I'm gonna say the good morning, beautiful. I'm gonna pull up to the job, bring you some lunch. We're gonna go to this expensive restaurant once. You know what I'm saying? And,
once.
Yeah, once. Once. You break it up. You know what I'm saying? You find a cheap date and you throw that good expensive one in there and throw some cheap behind it. So you making her feel good. Then especially if you get in there and put in that work, like if she allow you to put in that work, and then you put it down, you know what I'm saying? You ghost at that time. You put it down a couple times, good time, that's the time to ghost. You really like it. You coming back. I'm telling you. Look at that. She done. She done. You got no feelings.
I can't even ladies. Listen, he giving us some type of game.
I'm just telling you. I gotta be prepared.
Listen, I can't fault you.
This is what I'm saying. We at the peak, right? So I don't want you to get attached to where you like, nah, you gonna ask me, are we gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend without no. I'm right before we get to that point where you think I'm gonna ghost you and I'm gonna be ready to have an excuse on why I need to come back and start it back all over again.
Oh my goodness.
Because you're gonna think about the good time.
You know
ain't gonna think, cause I ain't gonna give you no negative.
You are
so now you only do that to the girls that you want to recycle back in. You're not doing that to you're not doing it to those. The ones that you hide away. You just go from and keep going.
So question now, could this girl that you recycle back to, can she potentially be more? Right.
Yeah, and that's another thing too about relationship. When dudes be putting in that work, like we trying to set up the scheme, we always get caught and locked down, and it be that girl that lock us down. We in our head, we like, damn, I fell for it. So once the dude in love, he done. Although he was working you, and you do something to make him fall in love, he's done. He's going. I'm not saying he's gonna completely stop cheating, but he gonna love you a little bit more.
Still cheating, girl. They're still cheating.
Well, Dean, I sincerely appreciate you joining us tonight. You know, you always give us gems. Listen, you guys follow him at the Dean's podcast. He has his own podcast where he really be dropping gems. So, ladies, I know he be talking crazy, but he be giving knowledge. Okay, so thank you. I appreciate you. Alrighty. So, okay, so we have some more comments, but they didn't like this little topic here. Okay. So I have someone, Sandra, she says, have you ever run into someone you ever ghosted? How was it?
It's just an awkward moment, just like.
So you have?
Yeah. So it's just like, hey, how are you? Where you been? How you doing? Some more where you been? And then at the end, it kind of like, if my number's not the same or like whatever, like, so can I get your number again? Then it's like, I don't know right now, but you can follow me on Instagram and send me a message there.
How about you? What happened?
It's awkward as well. Depending on that person's personality and where that person was at that point in my life, I might give them my number. But then at some point, I'm gonna do exactly what you said. My Instagram, I probably won't. I'll be like, I might lie and be like, I got a man.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I'm,
the
the
famous
Lie. I know me working down.
Oh my God, sometimes that don't even work, but, you know, hey.
I would say for me, this happened to me last year when I was working at my night gig. I know strip or nothing like that, so I'm not a dancer. Or you know, so this is when I say my night gig, you know. But I was at the door and he walked in with his friend. I'm like, oh snap! I was like, man, shit. Like I'm ducking and dodging, like yo. Like I was like, little Kim, I'm telling you. I was like, and then I remember the young lady. I was like, damn. And she's like, what happened?
Yeah.
And it was so obvious. He looked me dead in my face.
Wow.
And he literally maybe just like texted me maybe that morning.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. So I was like, oh snap. So I'm dodging. So you know I'm doing business. So I walk back inside. And this is why I ghosted him anyway. Because he went to the girl because he seen the look that I gave to her, and he went to her and told her, "What did she tell you?" See, you crazy. He crazy. So I kind of like I picked it, but I did pick it. Oh, because he was to me. I ghosted him because he was too obsessive.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I knew the type of work that I do. My profession, what I do professionally, and with my side gigs, I come across a lot of influential people.
Yeah.
So I need somebody that's, you know, strong within himself.
Right.
So I already knew he was going to be a problem.
Right.
You know, so for him, and I'm dodging him all through the thing, and he's like, now he's blowing up my phone because he knows I see.
Yeah.
So like, I just kept ghosting him. I just act like I didn't see. It is what it is. I'm sorry you see it, sir. I did see you. I apologize. Well, I don't apologize. But I do apologize.
Right.
So.
Do you guys experience where you've ghosted someone and they just continue to text you months after?
Oh my gosh.
And you probably don't even text them back, but they're still texting you?
Yeah. This was the person.
Oh.
This was one of the people. I want to like chime in on some questions. I have comments. Let's see here. I have a few. God_King_E second court said, all this sounds like it's soft. The Heartbreak Edition. Want to play a game? Like he's, I guess he like I don't know, scary.
What does that mean?
Lady Les 79 says, I definitely wouldn't want a man to recycle me.
Right.
I'll take that special date though.
Okay.
And V is real. She said, black men need better role models in their life.
That's deep.
Girl, that's another subject right there. We're going to be talking about that too. And we also have needle.and.lace. You better act like you don't remember ghosting that person when you run into him. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So that is, you know, for sure. But I think, again, I know we like really focusing on like the relationship aspect of it, but like discussing the friendship part of it.
Right.
You know, like how I think that's what I was asked earlier. Like, how has that been awkward running back into that person?
I don't know, because once I ghost like a friend, I've never known to like come up,
Bump into them again.
bump. Yeah, it's like we're on two different paths, and that's just it, really.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how it normally happens. And sometimes it doesn't even. It's not intentional. It just somehow happens.
Exactly. Right.
Both people just separate, and it's like we ghosted each other, and that was just it.
Yeah.
I think that's happened to me. Like, I could say similar. Like, I know I say it a lot, but I'm really the cutoff group. Like, I mess with you until I don't mess with you, and when I don't mess with you, there's nothing you can say to me, because I feel like I give my all, and this is going on ghosting on friendships. Right. So like, once I feel like I don't have to explain myself, like I'm grown. I'm a grown ass woman. Like, capitalize the A in the ass. Okay? I'm grown. So I have no reason. I don't have to explain myself to anybody. So again, 2020, I know there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of craziness going on. But I'm all about protecting my energy. Correct. And if you're not focusing on that, and listen.
To actually guys piggyback on that a little bit. I don't know if you guys seen that meme going on in the beginning, like when this whole pandemic started. There was like, now is the time to like kind of see like who your real friends are, who your real people are, like if they're not checking on you.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a lot of good part in that meme and a lot of bad part in that meme, because like, yeah, I get like if they're not checking on you, but they could also be going through like their own stuff too. Yeah. So kind of shouldn't use that against them, but a little tiny part of me was kind of holding that against them just a little bit. So I was like,
I would share this. Everybody's going through whatever they're going through. Like me personally, like I try to reach out to as many people that I'm not gonna lie, I can remember. Like unless I'm like, okay, I'm like, oh snap. Like, I haven't heard from Kurls in a minute. Let me hit her up. But I just don't sit here in my room like, oh my God, is Kurls okay? Is Kim okay? Is my mom okay? Like, my mom is. I'm talking my friends. Like my that's not what goes for. Because I have children. I have a career. I have bills. Like, so yes, I feel like you have to take into consideration that people have their situation as well. Just like you, I might not hear from you. And when you hit me, I'm like, oh, now she want to hit me up and feel some type of way, but you're thinking the time that you reached out was okay. So I think in this time, ghosting people, I guess if that's the terminology you want to use, and I think also it weighs on the relationship you have with that person.
correct.
I think that's what matters the most is how deep that situation is. I have a friend that I talk to her every single day, or at least 3-4 times a week, and I haven't heard from her in 2 weeks. That's a different situation. Yeah. But somebody out here from like maybe once a month or
no, we're not talking about listening. We're talking about people that we hear from constantly.
Yeah. I was supposed to talk about that friend. I haven't seen him actually. I feel some because I'm like if I talk to Kim every day, I talk to Kurls every day, or at least 5 times a week. And I'm like, damn, this whole thing, like I didn't hear from her in 3-4 weeks.
Right.
First off, I have to ask myself, did I reach out to you too? Because it's a two-way street. So if I reached out to you and you're not hitting me back, then it becomes a problem. Yeah, so, ladies, I want to say, me and moving forward, right? So I think today's societies, I do believe that ghosting is the new norm. I feel like people don't want to deal with their feelings. I feel like, people don't want to deal with what other people are going to say about them or how that other person is going to feel. But me personally, the new Landy, because the old Landy used to give a F about what other people think. They make this perfect clear. I really don't. Like, deep down in my soul, I really don't. So right now, I don't think moving forward, I would be doing any ghosting, because I'm going to just tell you straight up, like, hey, this is not working for me. Right. Let's be friends. And when I tell you let's be friends, don't blow my phone up. Like, don't call my phone and like, how your kids are doing? How's it? Like, listen, if you see me, when I say let's be friends, if you see me out in public, I mean we good.
Let's just be associates.
Some people you tell them that and they still don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, I'm letting you know what my friend means. I just don't want to hurt your feelings and say, don't call my phone. But what I'm telling you is, let's just, when you see me, hey, how are you? Yeah. How's family? How's the friend? Whatever, and keep it moving. Don't go into depth with me, because listen,
it ain't happening.
And I feel like the reason why a lot of us are like that now is because, one, we've already been through so much shit.
Right.
We are fed up. And our jar of how much we can take is already but full. Yeah. So it's like, nigga,
at this point,
So I'm gonna keep it here. You can keep it there. This is what I'm expecting. So okay, you can't do that. All right, thanks. Next.
Right.
That's just what it is.
And and I would definitely share, like, you guys and girls, because we do it too, and guys do it as well. And back to Dean, when he said earlier about recycling. Right. Listen, I get it. I'm not gonna sit here and knock it and be like, oh my God, why is he doing that? I get it. Right. But just be careful that you're not recycling the girl or the guy of your dreams, or the guy or the girl or the guy that can take you to where you want to be. Because sometimes you might come across that individual or whatever, and that's the person that's gonna take you from here to here. And that doesn't mean in a financial way or in a physical way. It might be in an emotional way, mental way, where that person can mentally match your mental. So I think that's where I'm at with it. Like, if you can't match my energy, or I can't match your mental, can't match my mental, like, I'm gonna just keep it going, because
we can't grow.
We can't. We can't, because I do feel like me personally, this is the second person I feel like that I've ghosted me. Like I said, I only have two, right? And then I felt like it was a situation where it was gonna, it was gonna go, it was going good, and then again, back to someone mentioned the comment earlier. Someone mentioned the comment earlier. Like sometimes the person kind of leaves your situation because they're not meant to be. And now looking back at it, looking at that particular person's lifestyle, I'm like, I can't do that.
Right.
Like, girl, like, lady, what were you thinking? Like, girl, are you crazy? Like, because you're I was so infatuated with the moment, but and I'm like, no, like, but honestly, I had to tell myself, like, but now looking back, and don't get me wrong, the person told me this like 1,000 times before they ghosted me. They told me, like, yo, you're not gonna be able to handle this lifestyle. And now looking back at it, I'm like, no, can't do that. Well, I'm going crazy. Right. So God knows, how your outcome's supposed to be. But listen, I would just definitely share with you ladies. I don't know. This is just my personal opinion. Listen, I'm not a therapist. I'm not none of that. But I just personally can share that, just be authentic. It's 2020. I really feel like we're living in a revelation of all this going on. Okay. So I don't have no time to be ghosting anybody. I don't have time to be ghosting anybody anymore. So I'm gonna just tell you, listen, don't take offense to it because I can come across very abrasive, and I apologize. I don't mean any harm by it. I'm at the point where I just finna tell you what it is. So that for me is what I would share. What my end note would be. What would you guys say?
As far as the end note?
Yeah.
As far as ghosting goes?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it would just be open and honest with it. Like, for me, like when I'm dating someone or when I meet someone new, I always tell them like what I'm expecting, what I'm looking for, what I'm interested in. My plans, short term, long term. And a lot of guys say that's scary to do, but I feel like if I don't tell you it up front, then you're not gonna know the kind of person I am. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not really expecting anything from the guy when I do that. I'm just letting them know what I want and what I'm looking for. And it's up to that guy to be like, okay, well, I could match this, or no, I can't match this. Right. This is what I'm looking for. Now's your time to rebut me, like, okay, well, this is what I'm looking for. Right. And some guys fail to do that, and I think it's easier if you would just say that, because then we could cut a lot of. I mean, sometimes
cut out the bullshit.
We might be down the ride. I want that fun.
Exactly. So I know what pockets I'm gonna put this in the situation, so I know. Okay, I'm gonna keep this back here, and I'm gonna bring this card out, and I'm gonna just play this game. That's it.
Not serious. That's serious.
I think a lot of guys they can't take that. I don't know about a lot of guys can't take that a woman tells them, I just want to have fun.
But why you could dish that, but you can't
unfortunately,
take it.
I agree. They can't. Because their ego's not that.
Yeah.
It's not being built.
Yeah, they're not built the way that we're built.
Yeah.
But ladies, again, I want to thank these beautiful ladies for coming on with me for another episode of Cocktails with Landy. Again, I'm going to make sure I have their information down here somewhere. You guys know I always put it down here. Before I leave, I want to make sure I shout out again. Listen, we got sponsors, honey. Balt Vodka. Thank you so much for, sponsoring this episode. Listen, I heard this is 80% proof.
It's really good.
Y'all know I like to drink. I ain't even. Really good. So please support them. I'm also put their information where you can find. They're in all liquor stores. So I want to make sure I bring this up because I'm all about black business. Okay. These are I believe 4 black individuals that I think one of them I went to school with down in Miami Jackson. Go Generals, Greenville. So what I would say, this is his own liquor brand, and I feel so happy when I see individuals that look like me, that came from where I came from, doing big things, and where I can go inside the liquor store and say, hey, I want Balt Vodka. Right. So salutes to you, my friend. Much blessings. So again, ladies, this has been another episode of Cocktails with Landy. Make sure you guys follow, share the live. Don't be scared. I want to talk to y'all too. Y'all want to join the live with me? Request. I don't mind talking to you. Don't be scared. I know you gotta do makeup and all that, and the guys trying to make sure y'all put on y'all hat because I know y'all hair not starting back here. But with that being said, thank you. YouTube Cocktails with Landy, on Instagram Landy_brand, Facebook Cocktails with Landy. Thank you. Cheers.
Well, I have nothing to cheers with.
There you go. Could have been my.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode with Cocktails with Landy. Don't forget to like and subscribe.